Alright guys, so today I wanted to talk to you about an important topic that I hope I can help you with today, and that is password management. Now, one of the common things that happens is we use the same passwords over and over and over again because there's just so many things that require our passwords. Or a lot of times we'll write them down on a notebook or in a document in our phone or our computer, and what ends up happening, if that accidentally gets deleted or compromised, then you run into some problems. So today what I wanted to show you are some alternatives, some solutions, and some things that I recommend that could really help you out. Now, my name is Cuevas. I'm with the Greater Lewisville Association of Realtors Technology Committee. Today I wanted to do this video in hopes of helping you out with this particular situation. If you have a topic that you'd like me to cover, feel free to reach out and I'd be happy to share that with the association. So let's go ahead and get started with passwords. I don't have to sit here and tell you that almost everything requires a password, from your phone, your computer, all this website to access this email. It's just password intensive and it can get overwhelming quick. Now there's a lot of different ways that people deal with it. Some people write it down, some people put it in their computer, some people will just use the same password for everything. And there's a lot of problems with those different reasons. You could lose your computer, you could misplace that file, or someone could learn your password and now they have access to all those files or documents, files, websites, etc. That could be a real problem. So what are some of the things that you can do to help you with that? Well, first I'm going to give you the free advice or the free service, because that's my favorite word, and that is something that's built into your computer. Now I have Apple products, so for Apple it's called Keychain. Android has their own version, but it works in the same way. And that is that your device detects when you're going onto a website that requires a username and a password. When that happens, the computer will automatically go on and say, hey, do you want me to remember this user word and password? And you say, sure, no problem. And they do it and it puts it off to the side. Next time you come to that website, it auto-populates it so you don't have to remember, and then you just log in. Now, for the most part, this works for most people, and it's somewhat secure as long as you keep your computer secure, but there are some vulnerabilities. Another thing that you could also do is use a service. Now, what this service does, for example, there's one called 1Password, but there's many different services out there. What the particular service does is it does the same thing, but instead it only requires you to remember 1Password. And what that does is you go on to that same website and you just type in your 1Password that you do know, right? Really easy to remember. And then that service knows that it's you, puts in the real password, and then you're on about your life. Now, it does some additional things. When it creates passwords, it's actually creating unique passwords every single time, so you're not sharing the same passwords. Another thing that it does is it monitors passwords. You might often get an email from your bank or a credit card or a service you didn't even remember you signed up for, and they said, hey, by the way, we're sorry, but our systems have been compromised, and your information was one of them. Well, now someone out there has your username, your password, and some more information depending on the service. And so this particular service keeps track of that, and if they do notice that, then they change your password for you and they notify you as soon as possible. So there's all these different advantages to it. Another thing that it also does is you have the ability to get a subscription for your whole family. So instead of just you having that, your kiddos could have it, your assistant could have it, your wife could have it, whoever you want to put under this particular plan, they can have it. Because remember, just because you're being careful with your information doesn't mean that the person next to you is. And if they're in your life and you work together, you want to make sure that you're all on the same page. Hopefully I brought attention to a topic that's really not that exciting, but definitely very important. I hope you found this of value. I hope you learned a thing or two, and if I can do anything or you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out. But thanks so much for watching this video.